Time for the lid. The House Intel Chairman Devin Nunes today announced the first public hearing regarding Russia. It'll be Monday, March 20th. So let's bring back tonight's all-star panel. Hugh Hewitt, Jenn, Palmieri, Balz. By the way, L.A., as we were, they're running for 5.5-year terms because the apathy was so bad. They are moving their election to the even-numbered year. So they will be now in the midterm year, and the primaries will be the same day in L.A. for governor and mayor, so they'll accidentally get a, what, 5% boost? You're a former Californian.
Yeah.
You voted out there back when they cared a little bit more about politics?
I did, but it's Santa Cruz County. It's not the most political part of the state, I have to admit.
Let's talk about Russia.
Leon Panetta was our congressman, though.
There you go. Well, you know, you're too happy. It's too nice. Monterey Peninsula. Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares about anything other than being on the peninsula. We have really gone off the rails here. Hugh Hewitt, let's go to the Russia, Devin Nunes. How much longer, how much patience do you think Republicans at Capitol Hill will have for having the investigation in Congress? What point do they want to punt it? Democrats basically got tired of Whitewater after about a year, and finally, like Patrick Moynihan said, just do a special counsel, get it out of Congress. They were tired of it. When does that happen?
I think it happens soon. I have a piece at WashingtonPost.com today about the history of special prosecutors. I think we will come to the point very, very quickly where the Deputy Attorney General, with the support of the White House, actually not the opposition, but the support of the White House, say, segregate, aggregate, remove, and let's
compartmentalize it.
Yep.
Right? I mean, what do you make of that? You were in those early White House days. They made that, and obviously, had President Clinton not, shall we say, slipped up in the middle, they might have compartmentalized Whitewater over here. It may not have gone anywhere.
And you mean into the
when the special prosecutor had it. Never been.
The law was different then. You know, a special prosecutor, I mean, I am all for a special prosecutor, but the special prosecutor does need to be insulated from political, even a special prosecutor under current rules can be impacted by political pressure from political appointees, and they can stop certain people from being interviewed, and they can direct questions them. So they really, that's what we need to go to, but it needs to have special protections.
It seems the commission, though, is another popular. There's so many people so leery of the special prosecutor because of people having bad memories on both sides of the aisle with it.
Sure. But Patrick Fitzgerald worked well. That was a good model.
And dissent.
How about Bob Gates and Mitt Romney heading up the special commission on this?
Well, I think either way you go, if that's the way you end up going, it puts the Trump administration into probably a minimum of 2 years of this kind of an investigation with uncertainty as to where it actually would lead.
But how is it different if they don't have this?
Well,
I just think this is the reality.
I'm not saying yes or no on it. I'm just saying that the idea that this is preferable, I think in one way or another.
If you believe the president, there's nothing there. So if there's nothing there, go get it done.
That's the Moynihan. I played the Moynihan clip. Nothing to hide.
Yeah.
And he says, yep, nothing to hide. Special prosecutor, just have it. Let it go.
If there's nothing to hide, somebody would have
called for this already.
Well, or revealed what is behind his tweet.
Revealed what's behind his tweet, and I believe that there is collusion. I believe that the Trump staff, Trump associates, and some firm were at a minimum coordinating with WikiLeaks and the timing of the leaks. They were just way too prepared. I mean,
is there evidence for that? I haven't seen it.
No, we don't have direct evidence of that. But I am saying, like, I believe this, particularly as having lived through it. When WikiLeaks would come out with their leak du jour in the morning, the Trump campaign was just to go with their statement about that,
but
whatever
James
that
Clapper
leak was.
told you
none.
There was, as of the time they put that report out in January, there was not evidence of that. I'm not saying there is.
There was not evidence. I'm not saying. I'm saying that the collusion. He said that there was not evidence at the time or that he knew of.
Correct.
But what I'm saying is, I think that's. I'm saying that that's why I think there needs to be further investigation.
I think there will be on that.
That is what I just think. That is when the Trump administration is in a whole other universe.
Well, of course, that's ever proved.
I want to go back to the Obama years, though. Republicans demanded special counsels for the IRS. They demanded special counsels for Fast and Furious. They demanded special counsels on the server. They got none. So there's a very high standard. I'm saying it's in the president's interest to ask for it, but if Republicans on the Hill say no, they will have a lot of history behind them to back up a no.
No, but I wonder if I guess I go to this theory, which goes, they can't get health care, tax reform, and a budget passed and investigate Russia. Like the
Congress.
politics, yeah, that it's it overloads the circuits. If you take
That's a
Russia
fair
out of it,
point.
and that's what I'm wondering here.
But
when do the circuits get overloaded?
But what the point I was trying to make was that put aside Congress's ability to do things, you need the president and the White House involved in those things as well, and they're going to be distracted no matter where the investigation is.
Well, that's true. All right. You guys were great, as always.